Hello, everybody, and I hope that you're doing well, especially after last week where really the market has been uh, erratic and very volatile. This is the euro dollar, and this is a bit where we left it off last time. I mentioned that the price went down to the 61.8 and either was going to create a higher low to go back up or create a lower high, but it did go back to did not break under the 61.8 and hit a level of resistance at a 50% Fibonacci retracement, which was also a trend dragon level of resistance. So that was good for trend dragon. But then after that went back down to the 68.1 Fibonacci retracement and also the trend dragon support, which after just went right shoot back up. Um, Basically, news related from Europe. Because of the Greece situation, everybody was looking for resolution. The news was unconfirmed. You could see articles saying that they were not going to find a solution. Others says yeah they're ready to find a solution. So everything went a bit wired. And also the US GDP was not so good as well for last quarter. So all of those things are playing a role into that, and it's just trying to know what's going to be the determined factor, which one is stronger. On the US side, people are a bit worried about the Feds who are going to increase interest rate in January in the fall because unemployment rate in the United States is below 6%, and so far the economy seems to be doing well. Real estate is going up. I mean, good numbers all around in the United States, and of course this creates some uncertainty in the market because if interest rate go up, then it may actually be bad for the economy. Um, in this market condition, it's quite hard to make a decision as far as where it's going to go and what's going to happen. And it's probably better at that time to look a little bit and maybe go into a higher time frame. Now, what we can see is that those Fibonacci's level as well as Trend Dragon levels are fairly solid. 68 and 50 worked out well, and now we are at 38.2% above, right above the Trend Dragon trend line. So actually, the market went above Trend Dragon trend line as well, and this is used as a level of support. We can see that this area here was actually quite strong in holding. Actually, I'm going to extend that, and we can see that indeed that 38.2 also was quite accurate. What we can say right now, if we try to draw some trend line, we'll let me see here. Try to do that. It looks like we have this line here, but not very accurate. And I think that we probably have, let's say, this one here, which seems to be a bit more accurate. But let's, to be fair, we have to do it like that. So there is not a confirmed trend because the second point is not really used. So it's quite hard to come up with something. The only thing that we can say is that there's been a low here. This is a second point, higher low, and this here is a third point, higher low. So currency has a tendency to build on the way up and probably trying to break the 1.1379 level. This is probably what will happen. The upside is of course this level here at 1.14. And actually, if we go to the weekly chart, I mean, we look at the weekly chart when things are a bit airy. It's better to go into higher time frame and maybe refocus on what's going on. So the currency is still on a downtrend on the weekly chart, though with a very large area of consolidation. There is a strong line of resistance right here, which I'm going to do in red and bold, so we can see and we know that it is a weekly. And this also coincides with close to the trend dragon trend line, so we'll put another line as well above the trend dragon trend line to give us an idea of another possible entry or possible area of consolidation. In any case, when you look at the weekly, it seems to be a bit more straightforward as far as the macro uptrend, which right now, when you look at the weekly, it seems to be just a corrective move. And I think that it will change if it breaks that that zone that I've just created here. So we'll put that in blue. We have a area of low here, went down, went back up here, has a little bit of a consolidation here, creating a low here. That's 1, 2, 3. If it breaks on this area here, I think that the bull will take control of the market, and this looks a little bit like a reversal pattern, inverted head and shoulder. Not very pretty by any mean. The monthly doesn't give us much on this configuration front. But in any case, that blue zone here, breaking above that blue zone, would definitely put us back on the path of moving up. Now, on the downside, looking at the weekly, obviously this zone here, this area here would be also to look for to go down to this low here, and if this low is taking off, then we know that basically all of this big move was a consolidation. Another thing we can notice here is that on the weekly we have a little bit of a triangle right here, and triangle being like it is here. It is mainly a triangle is usually a configuration of continuation, which means that it could signify that the currency may actually go back down. I think it's the case about 60% of the time. But in any case, we get back to those same level, breaks up, breaks down. That would be about what we'd be looking at as far as entries. Okay, I'm trying to fix this, but it's not giving me much. Can't get back into it. But in any case, this area here is probably the configuration of the triangle. 3/3, the breakout would be around this, well, let's say about this zone here. So based on that, in the next couple of weeks, we could see the currency moving in this area before giving us any kind of directions. Of course, once there is a resolution for the Greek issue, then of course that would change things a little bit, and maybe we'll know what would happen. As far as this week, what we can do, we have to look at the daily at least, and look at some possibilities. So we'll go back to the daily. I'm going to remove the triangle because it's going to be distracting. So going back into the daily, and stepping back a little bit in time, I mean, we can see that this area here has been probably the highest level of consolidation that we've seen so far. And really, when we look at this build-up, we got one, two, three areas of higher lows, basically, or pushing up. Not this one here could be a second point because it went higher than this. And this could be considered a third point, which would actually confirm a trend up from this level here. Though the difference in size between those two levels here is very minimum, so don't like it that much. Maybe take those points here as a good reference. This point here and this point here. So definitively, if it breaks that level here, which is also a weekly level, 114.45. Then we would see the price probably breaking up. My view for this week. Let's go a bit closer. I would be a little bit worried about taking short trade right now. Would look at short trade probably under that 0.08 figure. I would say level here, hoping that it would go back down to this level here at 0.04. Though right now the configuration seems to be wanting to go up, though not very lot of momentum up right now. But there is a build up on the upside. Trend Dragon give us a level of resistance here at 1.1380, though we would be hitting a level of resistance at 1.1450. So still about 70 pip if he breaks that point here. So quite a possibility to go there. Of course, that level here at 1.1550 is definitely an area to enter. If you enter that level here, your stop loss would be just below that line here, 1.1447. So looking at entry above 1.1550, stop loss 1.1447, about 100 pip. And I think that if it does break that band here, it will definitely want to go back up. One thing to realize, the currency has been at its lowest for quite some time, and basically based on that, it is quite possible that now we may see a bottom, and the currency would go back up. As you all well know, the currency, the euro dollar, is going up and down for the past almost decade now, going up and down 30+% every 6 months or so. And obviously, even if you were looking at that as a trading system, I mean, it would certainly produce some result. Of course, holding a position for such a long period of time can be nerve-wracking for some people, for most people actually. But it is quite possible on a long term. Entering long now and wait would be definitely a way to go. Unless, of course, that lower level here is broken, and then after that it's hard to tell how low the currency is going to go. But it needs to have some build up, and I don't see any build up right now, at least not on the daily chart. So that's it for the euro dollar. I'll leave it at that. I'll do another video for the British pound. A little bit complicated now. This week you have to look at what's going on. Maybe to go into a lower time frame, go on the long side, but be very conservative and very tight in your trading plan, because it's extremely volatile and we don't really have a lot of directions right now. So it'd be a good idea to be very cautious in your trade and not be greedy, and also stick to your stop loss policy on this. Any question, any comment, please let me know. Send me send me an email or whichever, or you can leave a comment on YouTube. Happy trading.